First there's tightness in his left side of his neck here. So what I normally do is have him take a deep breath. Take a deep breath. And slowly bring his neck down towards the opposite side. And ask him, does he feel a stretch? Do you feel a stretch?
Yeah.
And now hold it for 15 to 30 seconds. Okay, because this is the tightest side of his neck here. He normally cocks his head to the right side. So I don't really stretch this side because that side is fine. So relax your shoulders, head back, okay. Take a deep breath. And slowly bring his head down towards the opposite side. And ask him, do you feel a stretch? Do you feel a stretch? Do you feel a good stretch? Okay. It should be a non-painful stretch.
No,
It should be tolerable.
yeah.
Like if there's pain, you gotta let up a little bit. And I just do like 3 sets of 15 to 30 seconds. And the other part where there's tightness is lats on both sides, which restricts shoulder flexion in the front. I can only go about this far. So you can hold at the elbow and right here. Do you feel a stretch right there? Do you feel a good stretch? Is it stretching?
Yeah.
Is it okay? Is it tolerable?
No. I don't feel any pain.
No pain. Okay, good. So same principle.
No,
It should be a pain-free stretch, 15 to 30 seconds. Yeah. Both sides. I normally have him try to maintain his sitting posture when he's doing these stretches. Because sometimes his head droops and he kind of rounds his shoulders out. So, actually, could you go ahead and tilt your chair back just a little bit? Tilt your chair back just a little bit. That kind of helps him maintain his neck posture. That's good. That's good right there. That's good. Yeah. And I'm not pushing real hard.
No.
Do you feel a stretch?
Yeah.
Okay. Is it good?
Yeah.
You look good.
Oh, okay.
Looks good on camera.
Alright, the other area is his chest, is tight. His pectoralis on both sides is tight. Just kind of relax your shoulders. And this one, I have him bend at the elbow and kind of abduct the shoulder a little bit. And you always want to kind of ease into the stretch. You never want to bounce it because I could tear the muscle. And you kind of ease it back until he feels a stretch. You feel a stretch? How's that?
I don't feel anything.
That's okay?
I don't feel anything.
How about now?
It's fine.
And I'll do the other side. I'll do the same thing here. And you can hold it, you can hold it underneath the elbow and at the wrist and kind of guide it back a little bit. So right there I can feel some tightness. Feel a stretch? Good.
It's fine.
And try to count it out in your head, 15 to 30 seconds is good. Man, I was gonna say something. Oh, because if it's tight, you can't build strength if the muscles are tight. Yeah, just gonna restrict the motion and so forth. Okay, so some of the exercises on the sheet we'll do, I'll show you some of the motions. Like go ahead and bring your arm up like this. This is shoulder flexion. He normally rotates inward. I'm gonna try to have his thumb point upward like this, to rotate. Okay, and he goes straight up as far as he can. And back down. And have him go all the way down and touch his thigh so he can build strength all the way through the whole range. If he goes only partial, he's going to only build strength from here to here. So you want him to go all the way down to his side and up as far as he can.
There you go, man.
Like that. And have him keep his thumb up like this. There you go.
How many times?
I have him do like 15 to 20. Sometimes if you do 20, kind of, it gets a little bit weak, but you could kind of, modify it a little bit. And have him go up as far as you can. And with this one in particular, you want to restrict the motion a little bit. This is going to build like strength in the front of the deltoids in the front. And see how he goes to the outside a little bit. So you want to kind of bring it towards his body and go straight up. That serves a particular muscle group. If it's to the outside, it's going to do the middle delts out here. So this particular motion, you want to go straight up, thumb up towards the ceiling. Try to keep the elbow somewhat straight, like that.
How far up should he go from when he's doing it from the side up?
From the outside?
From his arm out and going up.
Okay, for this one, this is abduction. So you want him to rotate his palm towards you, or towards the outside, palm or thumb up. And this motion is abduction, going straight up, like that. And try to have him keep his elbow somewhat straight. It doesn't have to be all the way straight, because he'll kind of do this a little bit, and that's going to work his elbows more than his shoulder. Okay, have him go all the way down. Go ahead and demonstrate that motion. Go ahead and bring your palm out and go all the way up as far as you can. Now let's do one of the exercises on your sheet. One of the exercises goes like this. It's on the sheet. Make sure I don't hit my hands on it. All right, go ahead and do both arms. All the way up like this. It's a little bit harder to coordinate, but it's not too bad.
He's doing much better today than 4 weeks back.
Yeah, the first 10 are not bad, but as fatigue sets in, it kind of starts to diminish a little bit. Well, it's not that bad, not that bad. No, it gets a lot harder once you add resistance. This is the lightest resistance of TheraBand, it's exercise band. Without resistance, the muscles are not going to get stronger. Normally, I don't add resistance unless they can attain the full range of motion.
Now, when he's doing that, is his arm supposed to be straight or bent at the elbows?
They can be slightly bent.
Okay.
I might be a little more picky, but go and relax for a second. Let's go one more time. See here, this is where his tightness in his chest affects his range of motion. His abduction should be out here instead of here, but he may only do it so much. Do you see the difference?
Yeah.
But I think as you stretch his pectoralis muscles, his chest muscles, that should hopefully get a little bit better. You might have to give him some cues too, because he'll want to come
That's
come
what I
out
was
here.
noticing. He was wanting to come in.
About here. Yeah, you just have to guide him through it. Okay, another one on the sheet is like this. These are all range of motion. It's called collapse. All right, let's go ahead and do this one. Go ahead and bring your arms out to the side like this. I always try to help him. Rotate the palm out like that, and bring it straight in. Straight out like this. Like that. We're going to bring your hands together. Yeah, you saw he dropped his arms down.
Yeah.
So you have to give him cues so he can keep his arms up, maintain that abduction in the shoulders, like that. That's gotta be tough, but try to help him do that, like right here, and straight across like that.
There you go.
Yeah, it takes some practice, but you can do it. Yeah. Okay, and we just keep going through the
Yeah.
exercise.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Okay.
How should they be, straight or bent like he has them?
That's one. That's another part that's actually kind of tight. Is his biceps are a little bit tight, you know. And when he moves other muscles, that his biceps kind of, you know, they stay flexed a little bit in the bent position. It's harder to coordinate a lot of large muscle groups together. So you just have to give him cues. They don't have to be fully straight, you know, just maybe slightly bent is okay. Does that help? You okay? I try to have him maintain his sitting posture. He
Yeah.
kind of favors the right side a little bit. You see the right side of his trunk on this side. So let's shift over to your left a little bit. And try to shift over towards me a little bit. Your upper body. A little bit. That right now his neck posture is not bad because I have him tilt his chair back. Most of the time if his chair's down, he'll have a hard time keeping his head up. His cervical muscles are very weak.
Yeah, that's what he was.
So it's hard for him to maintain that posture for a long period of time. So instead of like, especially when I was looking at his device, I'm going to have him tilt his chair back a little bit. So it's not a big strain on his neck, cervical muscles. Okay.
No pun intended, but not when he's watching football, he doesn't.
As far as the biceps go, I have him turn his palm up. Go ahead and turn your palm up. You're going to keep his elbow at his side because sometimes he'll kind of abduct like this. Elbow at his side. You start at the thigh and just come up. You don't want to have him do it here. You have it out here. So it kind of isolates the bicep right there. Now it's going to get a lot harder when you have the band because it's going to add some resistance. I have him hold the band. Go ahead and hold it tight. And I don't know, you might want to I know I'm going to bring a chair, so I'm not.
You're gonna
Feeling
have to
it.
do it over here.
So I want to block the camera.
Oh, no, you're fine. You can do whatever you need.
Tearing my pants up too when I get it. So, see how it normally doesn't go all the way down. So you want to give him cues so he goes through the full range of motion instead of like a partial. So I'm going to go all the way down, touch your thigh, and back up. You got to make sure it's enough resistance. Like it's not. You don't want to be too much, and you don't want to make it too easy either. You know, if that makes sense. I normally ask him, is that too easy?
What?
Or is it too hard? Is it too easy?
It's fine.
Good. Okay.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you may ask them, is it easy? You're like, yeah, but they don't tell you, you know? So you got to make sure it's challenging enough. So you could change the resistance on this by doing a couple of simple things here. Okay. Okay, keep your elbow at your side, palm up. Either you could hold it tighter to make it harder, or give it some slack to let up a little bit. And make sure and go up as high as you can. What was that? Is that hard enough, or is that good?
Yeah.
Okay, you're ready to fall asleep.
Thanks, fall asleep.
You're torturing me. I guess
Did he say yes or no?
he said yeah.
Yeah.
He was like yes, yes. That's all right. I guess where you hold the band to kind of makes a difference. Like if you're out here, it, you know, that kind of changes the angle of the pull a little bit. So I kind of hold it, you know, directly against his motion, so he gets a decent workout. So when you go up as high as you can, bend, 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 up. Okay. That's good. So I probably should start with the basic motions of the shoulder. Sorry, I should have. So basically this is, you got shoulder flexion front, you got abduction to the outside, and you got extension back right here. Okay, those are three basic motions there. For extension, I do something like this. First I have him kind of practice the motion. Make sure he keeps his elbows at his side like this, because he likes to be out here. And that's going to isolate a different muscle group. So these exercises are made for specific muscle groups. Okay, so you keep your elbows at the side and go straight back. It's all lats. Straight back. Lats and other muscles, but like that. It's kind of hard to do in the chair, but you know, you can get a pretty decent workout if you do it right. So I have him hold the band again. Have a good grip on it. On this side. Kind of double it up so it doesn't slip. Okay, and just do the same motion. Keep your elbows at your side and just pull back. Same motion. There you go. Go back as far as you can. Slow it down. Okay, because a fast exercise doesn't help much, dude. So slow it down, go back as far as you can. Pull it back. Pull, 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 pull. There you go. Perfect. And forward. Back out again. Go back as far as you can. Pull, pull. Good. Just like that every time. Any questions so far? Another one is,
Okay.
there's one without the band, there's one with the same, it's the same motion. One's with the band, one's without the band, but it's like, it's just a punch. It just, you know, you bring it forward like this. And that's also a good one to do because his shoulders in front are very weak. Okay, shoulder flexion, that's one of the weakest. So, what I have him do is, I'll bring my hand up a little bit high. Oh, like the camera's there. And have him go ahead and punch. So you don't want it to be too far to where he can't reach it, but you want it to be close enough to where he can reach it and up high so he gets more motion at the shoulder.
Ooh, we can have a boxing match there, huh?
Yeah, so you could have at it. You're knocking somebody out.
We'll see who wins, Josh.
Now with the band, it's the same thing. It's just with the band, just resistance. You know. So let's go and grab the band there. Okay. Same motion. So you could stand at the side or. And I kind of raise my hand up just a little bit so you get some more motion out of that shoulder. So he feels some strength like that.
So is it better to do it with the band or without the band?
It's good to do. Actually, both are good. You know, I think both are good. I think both are good for him in particular because the weakness at his joint at the shoulders in particular. Because sometimes the motions are very weak, so to practice a little bit, have him get the shoulder up a bit higher, and then you can start using the band.
I was going to say, yeah, I've got those at home. I had to use those a long time ago, so
Yeah.
I was just thinking with the band it'd probably be better because there's more resistance.
Yep. Yeah, it all depends on what his range of motion is like. If you can't get the full range of motion,
Right.
it's good to do it without the band.
Mm-hmm.
But then you want to use the band to build strength once he can, you know what I mean, get the full range. Like if he's like down here, I would not use a band. If he can go above 90 degrees, like this is about 90, yes, I would add band, you know. Another one, and he goes straight up, you know. He goes straight up like that. Together. It's not bad. You okay?
Yeah.
He's a hard worker. He is. Okay, another one is it's on that sheet. You hold your arms out like this and you bend at the elbow. Those are fairly easy, you know. But here, you might want to give him some cues to have his shoulders come up just a little bit higher and try to maintain right there.
There you go.
And try to extend as much as you can there and back in, like that. Both sides. Good. Yeah, a lot of these it's all written out. I mean, so if you forget or it has instructions, got pictures, you know.
Good deal.
Even we don't remember all the exercises. Like, oh man, I missed one. I got to go back and, you know. Okay, one is elbow extension here. I'll kind of try to demonstrate. You can hold it or he can hold it, you know, whichever works best. Like if I'm working on the right side, I kind of just slowly extend the elbow all the way down like that. Okay, this is our next one we're going to do. So we're going to hold it this side here. And let's see, you might have to come out here. So you're just going to extend your elbow down as far as you can, okay? Like that. So try to get as straight as you can. Let's go ahead and bring the palm up like this and just fully extend. You might have to just practice a little bit first to kind of get the motion down. It's hard not concentrate, but hard to coordinate the motions. And slow it down so you want a quality motion with the full range, okay? Like that. Now, if you want to have him hold it, you can hold it with this hand. Okay, hold it tight. So this hand should not move. This one, same motion. Go ahead and lean back all the way. Lean to your left here. Okay. It's a lot of work. You gotta maintain the posture and coordinate muscle groups. Okay, you alright? Just tell me if you need a break, okay? Okay. Alright. So this one, palm up. Okay, and if you just straighten your elbow out, straight down. All the way down. All the way. I guess you could move this up. If you move this up, you just gotta guard his trunk on this side so you know it doesn't fall over. So slow it down. When you go all the way down, try to get your elbow as straight as you can. All the way down. All the way down, like that. All the way down. Fully extend, fully extend, extend. That was a tough one.
Yeah, that one looks a little bit more difficult.
Okay, good. You can stop that one. I'm going to bring this in a little bit. Okay?
Does he need the break in between the exercises?
Yes, I know. I normally give him breaks. I was just doing a lot of demonstrations, so I normally give him breaks in between and so forth.
Just kind of go at his pace.
Yeah. Okay. Let's work on this side here. You want to slow it down. So you have to give him a lot of cues to slow it down and make sure he does the motion correctly. So extend the elbow as much as you can. You don't have to go all the way up for this the elbow extension, maybe about halfway. Just as long as the elbow just really extends and back up. You can tell this tricep is a little bit stronger on this side because he could go down all the way. You know. Okay.
Yeah.
Just give him a break for a minute. Some of the easier ones are like the scapular, like where you can do scapular retraction, where you just kind of squeeze your shoulder blades together like that. I normally have him hold it for a couple seconds, you know. Otherwise, it's like it's not gonna do much.
Good? Some more out?
He does work hard. He does.
You're not yet? You're getting after it today.
Yeah.
He doesn't complain. He works hard, so he just,
You know, the Neuro Balance Center, we used to take him 3 years back. They gave him break a little bit after. Over there, he said he's tired. He's tired. You know, they will give him break, then he can do more.
Yeah.
I don't know, over here, he says he's not tired.
Okay, you can rest your arms a little bit. Maybe we'll do a little bit. As far as the neck goes,